Welcome to the 9 News Prep Rally.
Happy Sunday morning. I'm Ashley Moore, and welcome in to the Prep Rally. Every fall sport is now officially underway, and while we obviously put a big emphasis on high school football, don't forget our region softball stacks up with some of the very best in the country. State runner-ups Cherokee Trail squaring off with Columbine at the Metro State Tournament. Bottom of the second, Sydney Cobb smokes one deep to left, good for a double, and she's fired up. Cougars cash in a few batters later. Emma Rice puts a dribbler in play. The Rebels get the out at first, but Cobb crosses the plate to make it 1-0. Top of 4 now, Columbine's Izzy Ryan swipes second base, sliding in just in time to beat the tag. But Rice takes care of business in the circle, ending the inning with a strikeout. Cougars in control from start to finish as Cherokee Trail rose past Columbine 9-1. Well, this summer felt like a full-on coaching carousel, with new faces taking over at Valor, Denver East, Denver Christian, and the list goes on. But at Legend, the new man in charge brings some pretty big-time connections. Think Russell Wilson and Garrett Bowles. And to get to know him, we went 100 yards. Right now, we are at one of the most recognizable fields in all of Colorado. And joining us is the brand new Legend Titan head coach, Jake Heaps.
Welcome to the blue turf. Go Titans.
Go Titans, and this is 100 yards. So let's get to it. You're back at the high school level.
Yes.
But when you were in high school, you won the 3A state title and then the 4A state title 3 consecutive years. Is this a full circle moment for you?
It really is a full circle moment. I mean, some of my best memories obviously are attributed to high school football. There's nothing that beats Friday Night Lights. And I know the impact that my program, Skyline High School in Washington State, had on me. And to be able to have the opportunity to return to the high school level and be able to try to have that same kind of impact on these young men in this program, in this community, is really something special for me.
What made you come back and coach Legend?
Honestly, I moved here 3 years ago, and we moved into the Parker area. One of the guys that I asked, where should we live in Colorado, was Garrett Bowles. And Garrett said, Parker is the place. And so, yeah, we checked it out. We fell in love with it. It's crazy how God works, but, you know, really fortunate to be here, and it just worked out all for the best.
You're getting whispers around here that you're the quarterback whisperer. When you first get the job for Legend, everybody's like, that's Russell Wilson's quarterback coach. For one, how did that start? And just talk to us about just being his personal quarterback.
Yeah, so for me, it was a fascinating journey, because here I am trying to make it on my own. I get to Seattle trying to crack the roster, and Russell and I really hit it off right away. And what he recognized was my effort, my knowledge of the game, and my desire to be great. And you know, I would joke with him that I was trying to beat him in everything that I could do, right? And I didn't just say that, I backed it up. He showed up at 5:30 in the morning to the facility. I tried to show up at 5:20, you know, and I would beat him, and I would, you know, just give him a little smirk, and he'd be like, all right, I got you. And then he'd be there at 5:15, right? So we just had this friendly competition that's still lasted all these years to this day. It's really helped me in my coaching journey be better.
You were in the state championship game last year.
Yeah.
Lost to Cherry Creek. It was a close game.
Yeah, great game.
Great game, yes,
Yeah.
Great game. But obviously everybody expects for you to be right back there.
Mm-hmm.
With the expectations so high, how do you approach your team in that way,
Yeah.
but also at the same way saying, we need to be at that game this year?
I think the best person that I could have possibly learned how to handle these things from was a mentor and a coach that I had the pleasure of playing for, was in Pete Carroll. And Pete never shies away from expectations and actually brings them on. And I think from that perspective, it really told me, hey, don't run away from it, embrace it, challenge, right? And so the moment that I walked in here, you know, our motto, the Titan way, is to try to do things better than it's ever been done before. You know, it's about going to a state championship game. It's about, you know, playing and working hard with your brothers and establishing a culture and making lifelong memories. What else would you shoot for, right? And we've got a ton of talent. We've got all the pieces in place. Now we just have to, you know, focus on ourselves and take care of business and take it one step at a time.
One step at a time. Wow. Pete Carroll. When I mentioned championships, go ahead. Go ahead, Pete Carroll. But one step at a time as we step into the end zone.
Right here, finish through the line.
Finish through the line,
So,
Coach.
Hey,
Appreciate you.
thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Best
for
of luck
covering
in
the
the
state.
season.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful that you guys were here, and hopefully we see you around.
Hey, that was 100 yards with Coach Heaps. Well, reminder, our Game of the Week vote begins this Tuesday, as well as our honor roll. And if you know of a game that'll bring the entire community out and you want 9 News there, let us know the weekend before so that we can consider it in our nominations. But from here on out, until the high school football playoffs, make sure you tune in every Tuesday at 4 and 5 to get a first look at what we're voting for. But reminder, we can't be everywhere. So if you're ever out at a game and see something you'd like featured on the prep rally, just send it over. That's all, folks. I'm Ashley Moore, and we'll see you next time right here on the 9 News Prep Rally.